It's 10:30 a.m. here on Friday. Evengo, you're not at work or anything? Do you know what? I'm gonna give cheap seats free Wi-Fi. We're gonna help them out. Free Wi-Fi. What's automated sorting? Introducing automated sorting to post-sorting of facilities around your city will increase not only mail capacity but sorting rate. What? Since when have we ever worried about mail in this city? I'm not worried about revenue cap, but you know, you've got to look after the pennies. High ticket prices. Raise public transport ticket prices by 25% to get more profit. I love it. I love this. Helicopter priority. Cheap seats doesn't need that. Harsh prison sentences. Parks and recreation. Smoke detector distribution. Yeah. If the house burns down, it burns down. They shouldn't be smoking. You work from home, so have the stream open on your second screen. Nice. Uh-oh. I forgot to give them power. Mayday.
Welcome back.
One sec.
Nothing.
Should do it.
Aye.
We got water. That's cool. Shadow21, welcome back. Egregious, welcome back. SMD, thanks for the great stream. It's amazing. A game that would drive me mad to play is relaxing to watch. Thank you for the bits. Now, we're starting to get a few workers here.
Happy anniversary.
So hopefully we can stop these places from closing down. If we can just encourage the people to move in here. Which it kind of looks like they're doing. It's amazing what happens when you give people a tax break. It's going to be all high dense.
Welcome back.
Let's see. They need a corner shop. Something like that. Corner shop, betting office, all the good stuff. Pub. Try upgrading Baz interchange to 2 lines. Try upgrading Baz interchange to 2 lines. You've lost me there slightly. A donut shop? Actually, you know what they need. You know what they need. Where is it now? We know what will make people move in. What would cheap seats want above everything else? Exactly, a McDonald's. Now I've just got to find it. Maybe it's under here these days. Oh, where are you? God. Would it kill him to give you a search facility, eh? So if you put the land value up, everybody really does move in. It's not under leisure. I don't know. I'm trying to find it. Mr. Rubku and Rob Jensen, the dynamic duo. Thank you for the host. Welcome. Make them pay for Wi-Fi. No. You give them cheap seats and then they get free Wi-Fi. It's only fair, isn't it?
Happy anniversary. Nata.
Guys, I can't find McDonald's. Did I actually enable it? Maybe I didn't enable it. I don't know. Something to find it. Zoo? Dang it. Uninstall game. Uninstall game, delete save, format hard drive. No, they still need workers. It's weird how we're lacking people even though we've got loads of people moving in over here. It does have a Tesco mod, Zarek. Yeah, I used to use the Tesco mod. It has like B&Q, Tesco, all that stuff. Yeah, it is. It's better to play with mods. There are certain mods like this one here. The Traffic Manager Presidente Edition. That just... it's hard to live without. God, the rain's gone. It's annoying. Hannah, I don't know how people play this game on console. For two reasons. One, you just can't have any of the mods that I deem to be pretty essential. And two, you don't have a mouse and keyboard to kind of move and drag and click, and you've got to use your thumbs on a controller. Ugh. This has got better frames than OMSI, Rob. More detail and better FPS. Oh, that's a twisty bend. Blimey. Look at the texture on this bit here on the curb. That is awful. It's like they took pixels and just stretched them. Oh, we're going into the tunnel. Do you know, I remember when the tunnels were just blackness. That's a sharp turn. So that road there looks a lot more twisty. Oh, you let me move this thing. Let's go with that. No, the passengers are talking about hands. Oh, Stefan. I like this. We've got the bus stop right outside the crematorium. Just something really cool about that. You get off the bus and the first thing you see, the crematorium. So this is why, like the smell of that coming out of there, this is why I want a McDonald's next to it. Because, I mean, what better smell to eat your cheeseburger to? I mean, you get home from work. It's convenience, isn't it? That's what it is. Convenience. Righty then, we've got an industrial demand kicking off. Which I take to mean educated workers, because fact is, we can't really have industrial demand and yet they can't find workers. That means we probably want office space. And this is the office block. This is the Silicon Valley, even though it's completely flat. The Silicon Table, they call this area. It's not the same ring as Silicon Valley, but you know. What you're going to do when you live in a flat land. Is it possible to combinate a bus lane with tram rails? You mean combine? A bus lane with tram rails? I think you can have... One sec. Let's see. If we look at train... Tram... 4 lanes with tram tracks, but it doesn't have a bus lane. I don't think you can. I think it's essentially tram line or bus lane, but not both. I don't know if there's a modded road that does it. Paul the CV driver, good night. No punterino. How you doing? 1 in, 1 out. Right, we're back up to 61k, which is great. I still need to get to, is it 67? No, 75. Oh my god. Wait, what's this? Taxes are too high at the organic food market? I would argue their prices are too high. And the super pharmacy thinks taxes are too high. You know what happens to these people. Whoops. They appear to have moved out. Fancy that. I guess the taxes were too high for them. Oh, hang on. There you go. Nobody is complaining about taxes in my city. As you can see, they're all perfectly happy with the tax rates.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Problem solved. Right, let's see if we can get some more people in here. Get some more workers. They love the free Wi-Fi. Dictator El Squirrelo. That's the way we roll. Stuart to UFC, 46 months, only 2 to 3 years. Give it me some work. Thank you, dude. Thank you, Stuart. Dutch driver, 10 months. Rubku Hype Ruku Raid. Thank you, Dutch driver. King Awesome. You need to upgrade Baz interchange into 2 lanes. There is only 1 lane heading left into downtown from the highway. I believe that's why traffic is backing up. Okay, let me have a look here. There's only 1 lane heading left into downtown from the highway. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll go with... We'll customize this, right? And then we know exactly what's going on. So we'll start with that into that. And then we'll go that into that. So they've got 2 lanes. Then this one, they can go over to here. That can also go there. And then that one can go there. And then these guys can go here and here. Seems fun. Then we'll have a look at this one. They can go to there. And there. And there. Same with that. Okay, so now we're pretty certain the connections are exactly what we want, right? So I think the real problem is that the vast majority of traffic wants to be in that lane because it wants to go like this. Because essentially, most of the traffic wants to turn right and go northbound. They want to come in that way and go that way. It's 80k's all over. We'll have to give that time to flush through, but I'm not sure it's going to make any difference. You don't think the roundabout's cutting the mustard? I don't think it's a roundabout. Traffic coming through here is not going round. This is a bazabout. If in doubt, boot them out. I like that. See, it looks nice. And it was hard to build. But it's not really built for the kind of traffic we have. It would be better if this was 2 lanes, you know. I don't think it's possible, but it would be nicer if that was 2 lanes instead of 1. It's not efficient. I'll let you take that up with Baz. Let's see what happens back here. You see, nothing's really changed. Maybe it's better if we don't allow this traffic to go into that lane at all. And thus kind of force the situation a little bit. If we kind of remove this junction or this link, so that left lane doesn't really go anywhere, or possibly goes to here. Just to get things flowing through, and then they'll probably merge further up, won't they? I think it's saving. We could even force that traffic to merge. That seems like a bad idea then. Yeah, I know they're going to merge at the next junction, but I don't mind so much with that. They can't merge here. It's impossible for them to merge here, but they may merge here, which I think this has more capacity for merging than this. No, it's not multiplayer. I don't even know how this game would work in multiplayer. Since all the cars are coming south, then east, then north, how about connecting the 2 roads? Ooh, it's thinking outside the box. So, you've got a highway coming down, and then they're trying to go in and back up here, aren't they? And this is primarily high-density housing. So these people are obviously coming back from work, I guess. Or the office workers, maybe. See, because it's all high density, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Maybe we need to try and encourage them not to use their cars, and then that would, you know, encourage biking. this rich people just get on your bike. So we could try giving them free public transport. We could try encouraging biking. I don't know whether they will or not. I think, let's have a look at the transportation network. See, they've got a bus station. They've got metro. If we just get the cars off the road, maybe that will help. We can build a bridge to the north. However, you know, that highway junction's already fairly close to that one, so you'd have to try and squeeze one in. And then even if you did, probably your likely best bet would be that road. And what you might end up with is a ton of traffic just trying to jump into that. I'm not sure we want that. Yeah, but again, where would the off-ramp... See, if you had an off-ramp here, all that happens is all this traffic just ends up dumping into this. I don't think it can take it. I think the answer is to get rid of the cars. Good night, Rob. I think there's just too many cars. And if you actually look at this, it's really weird. If you look at this, there's not that many cars here. It's kind of odd. The Baz Junction doesn't have enough turn left capacity. It's a single slip road. Yeah, that's what I said. It would be better if it was a 2-lane. It would have a higher capacity, but I don't think I can upgrade it to 2-lane. I don't think it'll, maybe you can, I don't know. It's a mess about with these junctions. You can upgrade that. See, that's already... So that bit's already a 2-lane bit, though. Okay, let's have a look. Two lanes coming through. Is that supposed to allow a left turn there? No, I don't think it is. Okay. Got 2 lanes being used, so we've improved the throughput a little bit. Kind of looks like they're jumping in. What's this truck doing? Okay. It's starting to flow. Oh, the sirens. The sirens in this game, like, there used to be a mod that let you turn the sirens off. And it was just beautiful. And then 18 months, 2 months ago, I think, the mod just stopped working and the author just didn't update it. It's like, Same with this thing, this, what do they call it, chirpy? This stupid thing used to make chirpy noises like every 5 seconds. Like, nobody looks at this. Okay, give it some time. It may flow through with all the changes we've made. In the meantime, we need more housing and more commercial stuff. Let's get some housing in here. Great, started raining again. That's about the most we can squeeze out of that. I don't think we need to, Ajax. I don't think the outer needs to be upgraded. It doesn't seem to be suffering. In general, with Skylines, if it has one lane, it works better than if it has two. Generally speaking, the traffic manager can just work better that way. So I understand why Baz did it with one lane. But just given this city, it kind of makes sense to try and put two in there, but I wouldn't want to mess with the rest of it. What's your studio lighting setup? It's a bit of a mixed bag at the moment. So, I have a couple of like LED lights and lighting me, and then behind me at the moment I've got like a RGB light over there, an RGB light down here, and another one down there. But I'm kind of looking to change that. I know what I want it to do, I just need to work out the best way of doing it. That makes sense. Right, commerce. Shops, more shops, and more shops. Oh, I wouldn't want that kind of thing. Background hue lights. No, 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 no. Twitch plays that. No, thanks. So you see how we've got two lanes and it's kind of not really doing the best. That's what tends to happen. Most of the traffic takes the inside lane. Because the game's... It's really annoying. The game's engine works on the basis that the shortest path is the best path in all instances. So that inner circle is slightly shorter than the outer circle. So the game's traffic goes inner circle. And I'm wondering if the stuff on the outside is happening because of that option. What was it now? Traffic. Dynamic lane selection. I'm going to bump that up to like 50 or something. I wonder if like quarter of traffic is going right lane because of that option. Little change, they can use the ring round it upgrade without any cost. Like I say, they will not go all the way around because it is longer. They just won't do it. How's the industry doing? Okay, looks like we may have solved the industrial problem. Although there's not going to be enough people living here to actually populate this, I don't think. There's the metro. Let's try and get the metro in action. There's also a turn right only on the outside ring of each junction. You have to speak to Baz about the design. I think that was deliberate. 2 lanes straight on, 1 lane if you want to go that way. I can understand why he did that. Yeah, look, there's more traffic in the right lane now. That's interesting. I think that slider actually gets the AI to change lane, even though it's at a higher cost in terms of distance. And it does seem to have... Look at that. Although, we've got the weirdest of lane merges going on here now. So it's emptied this, and then the problem is still here. Alright, Matty, have a good one, sir. $65k population coming up. Let's carry on building a bit of this. I feel like this needs to have some kind of, I don't know, like monument type stuff going on. Take them. You better had take them, I think.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Hannah, the death wave gone. It took us down to 55k, and now we're back up to 65. So we've ridden out that death wave. You'd say the middle junction could be modified into a four-way and dump it into the north of the housing area. I'm a bit wary of doing that. You tend to like solve one problem and create another. So I think we'll just let it settle down with the policy changes and the lane change and just see what happens next. Because already it looks like it's starting to flow a bit better. If this doesn't sort itself out, we'll fix that problem. But this seems to be... I've settled down a little bit. Maybe some more people are getting on public transport now. Whoa, 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 hold the fort. Electricity availability. So water. We have to build some more infrastructure soon. In fact, very soon by the look of it. Hydro we can't use yet. Solar we could. But I think we called it nuts right because we were trying to just generate mess. This looks like a nice area for power generation to me. Why go green when you can go pollution? Go nuclear. I don't think we've unlocked nuclear yet, have we? Ocean thermal energy conversion plant. Do what? Got geothermal. It's a bit clean though. Oh, we have got nuclear. Trouble is, nuclear never really... 640 megawatts versus 80. $120 megawatts. Yeah, I'd rather have 4 oil power plants. Like, 4 of these cost 200k. And it chucks out, what, 480 for 200k. This is 640 for 200k, so it's a better... Like, nuclear is better in the sense of you get more bang for your buck. But oil is better in the sense that you just make more mess. And if you're trying to create nitrite, that's kind of like what you want. So we're going to go with oil. As if you want water, bro. Oil and water don't mix. Right, we should be able to bring the budget back down. Main problem is your traffic is that you have one single road feeding a massive district. Three oil. That's done that. Probably need to... Where's the water? I can't remember. Eco treatment. It's a bit clean, isn't it, eh? It's a bit too clean. I still think we should have stuck with the chocolate treatment. We can go back to chocolate. I did enjoy it when we were chucking out the chocolate. It made such a mess. It's still to this day not properly cleaned up. Look at that. It's almost gone though. Do you think Jurassic World Evolution have enough depth to be engaged for someone experienced a management game? No. In the same way that Surviving Mars wasn't, like, to a lesser extent Jurassic World, but Jurassic World still lacks... It doesn't scale properly. It doesn't have the depth that you'd be looking for from a management game. Right, sewage treatment's fine. Where are we getting our water from? I can't actually remember. Is this it? There we go. Should sort that out. Zero route. Right, let's put that up. You're going to play Citizen Motion 2 tomorrow? I think I've played that in a long time. Okay, that should do that. Oh yeah, we've got a worker shortage problem again. Thought we had that problem nailed. Let's get some more officers in here. Population's growing. I think we need to add more schools up here. Yeah, I'll be playing Stormworks. Tomorrow, Mr. Big Time. Hopefully we're going to do some iRacing tomorrow. Which is going to be interesting. Because I've not played for a while. So there is that. Wait a minute. Multiple problems. Fashionable fashion shop. Well, now you don't have any problems, do you? Only one problem you now have is where to go and set up your next shop. What are we on? 66k population. Nice. That's jumped up nicely. Right then, I think we're going to call it there. And I should be back tomorrow at 5 o'clock and we'll do some racing. So thank you very much for watching. Thanks to the mods as ever for doing a splendid job, and to you guys for being here. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. And yep, start at 5 o'clock tomorrow if you want to watch some racing or some crashing, which is way more likely. And maybe we'll play some more Skylines at the weekend at some point as well. So yeah, anyway, have a good one, guys. And I shall see you tomorrow. It kind of looks like it's solved the problem here, but it's become a problem here. Stupid thing. Track limits will be remembered tomorrow. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Love you all. Good night.